Welcome to another Pilates Reformer workout. Today we will do a workout for glutes, thighs, and abs. We will start on one light spring or one heavy spring, your choice. And hey, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button while you're here and check out my membership, which includes a weekly workout plans, exclusive videos, and so much more. Let's get started. All right, we've got our springs loaded on. We will start kneeling facing the posts. Now the light spring will be a little less intense. The red spring will be more intense. Feel free to take a break and adjust if you need to. We will start with our straight arm pulls and our reverse knee stretches today. So this is really a nice compound move. It's going to get upper body a bit, it's going to get core, and the second part will really target the low abs. So walk your hands out. Let's start with the hands under the shoulders to begin. Thumbs on the outside of the frame with the rest of your fingers. Let's just start with some shrugs. So letting the scapula kind of drift towards each other, the chest is going to dip down. Exhale, push the bars away, push the rails away, feel the shoulder blades separate. Inhale, exhale. So we're just shrugging, not bending the elbows, though that's interesting. Maybe we'll plug that in later in class. Exhale, push away. Also, while we're just warming up with this scapular activation, let's also focus on the extension of the arm. So many of us have a tendency to hyperextend the elbows. You can mitigate that to a certain degree by just focusing on this inner crook of the elbow, trying to get those to face each other, at least somewhat. The more that faces forward or even out to the side, the more we're going to stress out that elbow joint. Good. After this last shrug, let's transition into a little cat-cow for a warm-up. You're going to inhale, tuck the pelvis under, round the spine up, pushing the frame away. Exhale, find a big arch. So you're sending your sit bones to the back wall, your sternum up, not cranking the gaze up. When we're painting the gaze down the wall, curving up, rounding through the upper back. I'm sorry if that audio is crazy. And arching, sending the sternum forward, sit bones back. So a couple of things to think about. We're not unfurling by diving the chest down. That's, I think, more of a yoga move. We're thinking about pushing up from the belly button, pushing the belly button down without pushing the abs out. So think about this more as starting from the center, or really having the axis be around the center of your torso. Good. After your last arch, let's bring it back to neutral. Hopefully now we're feeling mobilized. Send your hands a little further out so we've got some room to move forward. We're going to push away from the frame, just as we did in the beginning. Deep breath in, exhale, zip your abs in and up. We're going to pull forward and release to bring it back. Just going to keep this gliding. Big breath in, exhale, pull forward and back. Take a look, see where your elbows are. Are you hyperextending? Check to see where that inner crook is happening. Good, so we're not holding at the top just yet. And you can do this one in a really rounded spine. If that feels better to you, you're welcome to try that. I'm feeling the neutral vibe today, as most days. Let's take two more like this. You will feel lots of shoulders, some triceps. Try to see if you can kick the core on primarily. Good. Next time you come forward, we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull forward, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that pressure away on the frame. Bring it back. If you need more resistance, walk your hands out. If you need less, walk them in or change your spring. Big breath in. Press the frame away. Kick the abs on as you come forward. This is 2 and 1. Return. 3 more like this. Big inhale. Exhale. Zip the core on. Pull forward. Hold. Let's hold for 5, 4. Check your elbows. 3, 2, 1. 2 more like this. Oops. Close the stopper with control. Big breath in. Pull forward, hold. And try not to bring your shoulders way over your wrists. We want to roughly stop right over the wrists. Close. I'm trying too hard to close it quietly. Big breath in. Last one. Zip the core on. Pull forward, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, we're going to close the stopper. Relax it up, roll the shoulders out, do what we got to do. And now we're going to start to incorporate the reverse knee stretches. So what does that mean? Now we're going to basically use that last move as a prep. So press the frame away, big breath in, exhale, core on, pull forward. Now we're going to hold there, knees come under and forward. I'm going to close and give myself a little more space for more resistance and more room to move. Big breath in. Press the frame away. Exhale, pull forward. Now I'm going to pulse the knees forward and back. So you'll see my knees are coming past the hips and back. I do feel a lot of shoulders and a lot of arms, but really I'm trying to target the low abs, that space between the hip bones. Try to feel like you have an industrial strength rubber band right in between your hips. 5 more. 4. Last 3. Check your elbows. 2. And 1. Very nice. Bring it all the way closed. Slowly with control. That was a long time. And come to a child's pose. So bring your hips down to your heels. You will fold over the shoulder blocks. That's fine. Walk your hands as far forward as you can. Try to press into one hip and then the other. Release your low back a little bit. That's gotten a little stiff. Good. When you're ready, rolling up. Let's keep moving. So next, we'll target obliques. We're going to come back to our kneeling position. Toes are uncurled. We're going to bring both hands to the left frame. And if you like these variations, you should check out my membership. This last week's video included some extra fancy, more advanced variations on this same concept. We're going to have the hands not quite so far away as we did before. Hands will be less than a foot or 1/3 of a meter apart. We're going to press the hands into the frame. Deep breath in. Exhale, zip on the abs. We're going to pull forward and slide back. Without holding, we're going to pull forward, slide back. If you need to adjust your distance, feel free to do that now. We've got 8 more. Check to make sure that you're not hyperextending through the elbows. If that's an issue for you. 5. Hopefully feeling lots of core work along the left side of your abs. Final 3. Really try to zero this in on the obliques. 2, equal pressure in the knees. And 1. Bring it back to starting. Oops. Walk your hands to the same distance on the frame on the other side. Now we're going to press away. Big breath in. Exhale. Zip on your abs. Let's pull forward and back. Pull forward and back. Take care that you're not dipping your head way down. You've got a nice length through the back of your neck. 6 more. Use your breath. 5, 4, final 3, 2, and again this is all happening with the core, back and arms, not the knees pulsing forward. Close the stopper. When you're ready, child's pose. Big breath in. Place your right hand on top of your left hand. Press back on your right hip, feeling that be really heavy. You can rest your head down if you like, if that feels good to you. Other side, right hand on the frame, left hand on top. Press back on that back left hip, or press back on your left hip. Good. Both hands to the frame. Big breath in. Roll it up one bone at a time. Let's keep going. All right. Headrest down. I've got 2 heavy springs on my machine. Foot bar is up. Lie down on your right side. I'm going to stay propped up on my forearm. You could also be lying down on the side of your torso. We will do a little bit of side lying footwork with an emphasis on glutes and thighs. So right leg is tucked under and bent in a little bit toward the chest. Left leg is on the bar, and I'm trying to get my heel not completely far back, but as far back as I can comfortably while keeping the heel down. So we don't want the heel to be lifted just yet. Feel a sense of the rib cage lifting underneath you. If you need to put a Pilates ball or a pillow under there to help you, that's fine. Toes and knee pointed forward. Big breath in. You're going to drive into your heel. Extend the leg long. Bend the knee. Bring it all the way in. Big breath in. Exhale, extend. Bend the knee. Bring it in. Good. 2 more like this, then we're going to start to add on. Good. If that feels comfortable, bring your left hand behind your head. Keep that bottom rib lifted. Lots of pressure into the left heel. One more like this. Bring it in slowly with control. Good. This time, whenever we come in, we're going to curl at the waist, bring the elbow in. Exhale, extend. We bring the torso back. Inhale, twist. Exhale back. Keep pressing away on that right arm. Good. 3 more like this. I wasn't thinking we'd do a lot of obliques when I started, but you know what? Here we are. Good. Bend the knee, bring it all the way in. Now bringing the hand down to the mat, I'm going to walk the foot back a little bit, lift the heel up so that you're on the ball of the foot like you have a raised heel or a releve or a permanent high heel. Still pressing away on that forearm or lying down. I'm going to actually place my hand on the headrest now. I'm going to press away and bend the knee, bring it in, keeping your waist lifted. That sense of your top hip pressing down and away, lengthening through the top of your waist. Good. 6 more. This heavy spring is really, these 2 heavy springs are really feeling heavy today. 5, and you're welcome to look over your right shoulder. That helps your neck feel better. Final 3 like this. Last 2. Good. When you extend the leg, we're going to hold there. Lower the heel, lift the heel. Good. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. Keep your core on. And 1. Bend the knee, bring it all the way in. Pound out your glute and outer thigh if you need to. I feel that. Let's go for the other side. Whew, getting a little bit winded. Doesn't seem so hard, but I'm feeling it today. So for the next one, we're going to come onto the left forearm. Left knee is tucked in. I'm going to start holding onto the headrest, pushing my left forearm. Knees and toes on that right leg are pointed forward. Bring the heel as far back as you can while still keeping it down. Lifting through the bottom rib, extend the leg. Bend the knee, bring it home. Trying to keep your hips and shoulders stacked. 2 more like this before we raise the arm. Good, lots of pressure into that heel. Now we lift the top elbow, lift the top arm, hand behind the head. Less support, more work for the core to stabilize. If you need to stop to readjust, go for it, which I will do. Last 2, control on the way in and on the way out. And 1. Good. Now we're going to extend out as normal as we come in. Twist through the torso. Look to your left. Extend. Come back. Twist. So you're trying to get that thoracic rotation. Basically, rotation through the spine. Around that upper mid part of your back. If you wear a bra, around where your bra band would be or slightly higher. Last one. Nice. Okay. Bring it all the way in. Let's reset. Nice. Coming back to your left forearm. Ball of the foot on the bar. Heel is lifted. I'm going to place my right hand on top of the shoulder block. Make sure you're lifting through that bottom rib or bottom side of your ribs. Heel is staying high. Let's push away. Bend the knee, bring it in. If you need more support, really press into that top hand as well. Got 8 more like this before we start lowering and lifting the heel. This is 7. Toe and heel are pointed forward. 6. Don't forget to use your breath. Final 3. Check your ribs. Last 2. And 1. Hold. Lower and lift the heel. Let's go for 6. 5. Keep the hips stacked. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lift the heel, bend the knee, bring it all the way home. Close the stopper. Pound it out through your glute and outer thigh if you need to. Sit on up. Let's move on. All right, coming up to sit. Let's switch to 1 heavy and 1 light. That's a red and a blue on my balanced body reformer. Toes curled under, right up against the headrests, standing on your knees, down stretch. Many of us know it and love it. Fidget as much as you need to. Good. Hands shoulder distance apart. Let's really send the hips all the way forward. Open the shoulders wide, open the chest wide. Gaze comes up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Really let your hips fall forward. Send the carriage away. Bring your gaze up to the ceiling as you come up. Press out and away, hips stay forward. Shh. Gaze comes up to the ceiling. So think of it like your body's drawing an arc. And you're not just letting your abdomen lose control. We really want a lot of core happening here. The way that you can help encourage that is by using your breath. Exhale as you go out. Inhale as you come in. You can also focus on keeping your ribs heavy. So it is possible to pop your ribs on this one. That's going to automatically cause you to lose abdominal control. This is our last one. Very nice. So close the stopper, switch on to your red springs. That's 2 heavy springs. We're going to do knee stretches now. We did reverse knee stretches previously. Let's do the regular version now. So knees on the machine, hands on the foot bar. We're going to push all the way out. Now think about being Hodor in Game of Thrones. You're pressing against that door. You're not letting anything come through. So no shoulders coming forward and back. We're going to let the knees come under. Exhale, let them go back. Knees under, hinge at the hips. Exhale, come back. So you may feel this in your quads, your thighs, that's fine. It's also part of the gig today. But we really want to zero in on lower abdominals. So if you're not feeling it in your low abs, be patient. You may need several sessions to clue it into that, but some things that may help are thinking about flaring your sit bones back. Exhaling as you press the knees back. You can even use a sound to kick on your deep core, or like you're blowing up birthday candles. Or you could also think about an industrial strength rubber band, like we talked about earlier, pulling your hip bones together in the front. I want to take 3 more. This is 2. And 1. Good. Bend the knees, close the stopper. Let's move on. All right, we finished with feet and straps because I'm feeling kind to myself and to you today. Let's grab both straps. Headrest comes up. I've switched to a heavy and a light spring. You could switch to 2 heavy springs if you want a little bit more oomph in the inner thighs. That is your choice. When you have your desired configuration, on your springs, lie down, place your head on the headrest, and let's get the straps on the feet. So straps go onto your arches, 1 at a time. Once they are there, shimmy away from the shoulder blocks, give yourself a little space. Legs will be completely in parallel. So oftentimes we just think about the ankle bones coming together and our kneecaps are somewhere like in a demi V shape. Really focus on trying to get both kneecaps facing your nose. This is like a recent obsession of mine, an alignment epiphany. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, push into the straps, hinge at the hips. Let the legs come all the way up. So we really want the bottom of the sacrum being heavy. So what we do not want is the tailbone lifting up so we get the legs far. We don't want the butt going up and down. That's worth a lot less to our workout and to our bodies than if we really focus on folding at the hips as we let the legs come up. Good. 2 more. Oops. And last one. Nice. So we know we love it. Open leg circles, down, around, squeeze the legs together at the bottom and up, down, around, zip together at the bottom and up. So really make sure you find that connection before the legs. Common thing I see is people just sort of missing the mark and connecting the legs somewhere up here, but we really want to make it precise. So legs zip together and then rise together. Open, down, around, move completely in unison, zip together and lift. Doesn't have to be really, you know, segmented or not disjointed, but it doesn't have to be the opposite of fluid. You can still keep this fluid and find that spot. Last one. Good. Again, let's reverse. So we're squeezing the legs together, pressing down, opening and drawing around, zipping together at the top. Good, and we've got a few more. Last two. And one. Nice. Nice and classic. Let's bring the legs to Pilates V. We'll lower and lift in external rotation just for a moment. Good, working that external rotation. I've got my feet pointed. They could be flexed, whatever you like. Next time you press down, we're going to flex the feet. Baby frog. Bend the knees, let them stop right over the hips, and extend. Bend the knees and extend. Now, if you can keep your spine, your pelvis in neutral, and a neutral curve through the low back, you can bring the knees in a little bit farther. If you bring them way far in, you're naturally going to get a really big scoop under with the pelvis. So play around with it. I'm always in favor of working as much range in your joints as you can, but I ask you today to focus on keeping your pelvic alignment really steady. That makes a big difference for me when I add just another centimeter or so to that range. Let's move into frog circles next. So we're going to bend the knees, heels come in toward your pelvis, extend straight up. We're in external rotation. Legs press down, we bend the knees, let the knees come in, feet come toward your pelvis, extend up. Let's go for 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Now we reverse. Bend the knees, heels stay together. Press out. Legs come straight up. Bend the knees, press out. Legs come straight up. So again, just as we were talking about, let those legs find your full extension before you start coming up. We're not straightening somewhere up here. We're finding our full extension before we go up. One more like this. Good. Let's take a big butterfly stretch. Soles of the feet together. Knees wide. Let the feet come down to the mat or into the spring wall. Good. Let's extend the right leg out to the side. Pull that rope for a little extra stretch if you like. Bring it in. Other leg to the side. Pull it in. Legs right up to the ceiling if it feels comfortable to you. Let's take the legs out to a wide straddle. I like to flex the feet for a little extra support or assurance that I'm not going to go sliding. Legs come out to the side. Give your ropes above the hardware a little bit of a pull to deepen the stretch if you like, but be careful. When you're ready, pull the ropes with your hands a little bit. Legs come back in. Extend them up to the ceiling. Flex your feet. Try to stop your heels right above your hip bones or somewhere in front of them. Pull the ropes down toward your chest. Let's take a little run or a little walk. Bend one knee, extend the other. So I've got pressure down on the ropes, and I'm trying to really push the heel on that straight leg up to the ceiling as I pull down on the ropes. Good. Let's take a couple more each side. Good. Both legs straighten out. Pull the ropes a little bit more. Bend the knees. Let's take the straps off of the feet. One at a time. Anchor yourself down on the foot bar. And you are all done. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this workout, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Additionally, check out my membership where you'll find so much good stuff. Over 80 people are enjoying it month to month. And by the way, thank you so much to the people who are supporting me through membership. It means so much to me that you're here. And super duper extra special thanks to the folks who've been with me for 6 months or more, especially those who've been with me for more than a year. This list is growing very rapidly. I so appreciate all of you. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. I'll see you soon. Bye.